Hello everyone, I am Ranjit from Informatica Global Customer Support. In this video, we will see how to configure the Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source in CDGC. The agenda of today's session is: what is Microsoft Fabric OneLake Scanner? What are all the supported object types of Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source in CDGC? What are all the supported file types of Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source in CDGC? What are all the prerequisites to configure the Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source in CDGC? And then we will see on the steps to configure the Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source along with a quick demo. What is Microsoft Fabric OneLake Scanner? Microsoft Fabric OneLake is a Microsoft Fabric data lake for analytics data. You can use the Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source to extract metadata from a Microsoft Fabric OneLake source system. Supported object types. The following objects will be extracted as part of the metadata extraction in CDGC. The objects are file system, flat field, flat file, folder, hierarchical field, hierarchical file. Supported file types. The following file types will be extracted as part of the metadata extraction in CDGC. The file types are Avro, CSV, JSON, and Parquet. And in Avro, we support single partition, multiple partitions, and schema merge. In CSV, we support single partition, multiple partitions, and schema merge. In JSON, we support single partition. In Parquet, we support single partition, multiple partitions, and schema merge. And then we support TSV and TXT files, XML and XSD as XML files, and also you can extract the metadata from the following Excel type files. Excel 97 2003 workbook with XLS extension, Excel workbook with Excel SX extension, Excel macro enabled workbook with Excel SM extension. Prerequisites to configure the Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source in CDGC. You can use Microsoft Fabric OneLake connector to connect to the Microsoft Fabric OneLake using Azure Active Directory Service Principal based authentication. Before you create your Microsoft Fabric OneLake connection, complete the following prerequisite tasks. Configure the following prerequisites on the Azure portal. Create an application in Azure Active Directory and generate a client ID, tenant ID, and client secret. Create a security group in Azure Active Directory and add owners or members to the security group. Enable the Power BI service admin settings to allow the Azure Active Directory application to use the Power BI APIs. Add the Azure Active Directory application to the workspace in Microsoft Fabric. Now we will see on the steps to configure the Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source along with a quick demo. In order to create a Microsoft Fabric OneLake catalog source, we will be required to create the connection in Administrator Service first. To do that, navigate to Administrator Service, click on Connection and create a new connection. Here I have provided the connection name and type as Microsoft Fabric OneLake and a valid runtime environment. And then under the connection section, we have to provide the workspace name, and under lakehouse path, we have to provide the lakehouse name / and files to indicate that we are extracting the files. An authentication type as Service Principal Authentication and a valid client ID, secret ID, and tenant ID details. Once the details are provided, click on Test Connection. And once test connection was successful, save the connection and then navigate to Metadata Command Center. Here click on New and search for OneLake catalog source. Here provide the valid name. And here we can choose the connection that we created in Administrator Service. And in case if you want to override the workspace details, we can override it this place under workspace name. And then click on Next. Choose a valid runtime environment. And under Filters, we can provide a filter in any of the below supported formats. And These are examples for some folders, and below are some examples for files. And here we have to provide the filter in /lakehouse/files/folder details. And once the details are provided, save the catalog source and then run the catalog source. Here I have already created the catalog source with same configuration. And once the scan is successful, we could see the extracted metadata count results under the results tab. And then we could see the extracted metadata under the data governance and catalog. Here under the hierarchy tab, we will be able to see the hierarchy of OneLake, folders, workspace, lakehouse and files. And on clicking the files, we will be able to see the data elements associated with the files and lineage that are applicable for this particular file. And on clicking the relationships tab, we will be able to see the relationships applicable for this particular file. And similarly, on clicking the data elements, we will be seeing the same details in data element level. We would love to hear feedback from you. Thanks for watching.